Hello and welcome to the Lost Pines Workshop. Today's jig of the day, sliding dovetail jig for cabinet panels. Looks like this. This one that I did will accept a 5/8 bushing. Goes in your router table. Easy peasy. Let's see how we do it. So this is a panel, a side panel of a cabinet, a dresser that I'm about to cut the joinery for. And you can see, I know you can see this one, but there's two more lines or layout lines that I used to help me facilitate sizing the drawer and the spacing in between. So we're making a jig. And what I'm doing on the front and the back, the drawer dividers are going to be sliding dovetails. The drawer divider in the front will simply slide in, same in the back, and then my runners in the middle are going to be floating. But the important thing here today is this template. So I started off, I'm using a 1/2 inch piece of plywood, 3/4 be just as good, doesn't matter. And I cut it out. This one I made for my panel, so I've got plenty of width or stability for the router. I went ahead and went with 10 inches wide, and then the length to accommodate overhang on both sides. These are the 3 that I'm going to cut. So with my layout lines on the panel all the way through, I simply transferred those layout lines up the front and across our jig. And I just went ahead and ran them 3 inches, which is fine. And so these are laid out. The drawer dividers are going to be 3/4 of an inch thick. This is a bushing for my router. It's 3/4 of an inch outside to outside, 5/8 inside to inside. That's my layout line. So with that, I simply I'll take it over to the bandsaw and I'll just cut these out and then use my chisel to clean up the back side so it's nice and square and everything's even. Down here on the end, you'll see I have these pieces. So I'm using 1/2 inch plywood. I cut these at 1.5 inches wide and 6 inches long. And what I will do is, I'll mark these somewhere. Here we go. I laid this guy flat on the table, set this down next to it, and drew a line. That's going to be my glue line, so that when I glue these on to this, it'll be in the center. It'll glue up center. That'll give me overhang on the bottom as well as the top. The reason that I'm doing that is so that after I've cut the sliding dovetails on this side, I can simply flip it over and cut the exact same profile on the back side. Makes it really easy. So I'll go cut these out and we'll come back and glue these on and we'll go from there. Okay, so now I've got all my notches cut and my bushing slides through there nice and easy, and all 3 align with the layout I had on my panel. So now, remember I drew a line, showed you that. I'm simply going to glue this on here and the one on top, and then we'll have our corner alignment guide. And for that, I'm just going to use some super glue right next to my line here, a little bit off, like that. Shoot the activator on the end here, and simply line it up flush at the top and down the line on the bottom and stick. Hold it for a second. That stuff stinks. Okay, there's that one. Now for this one, I'm just going to make it flush out here on the outside edge, like so, and eyeball my line. Actually, I'll transfer this line down here. That'll make life easier. Give me a second. Transfer line. So I transferred the line down on the end. And now all I got to do is glue it. So for this one, I will super glue the board to about right there. I'll shoot the activator on my piece. Line it up flush or so to the outside. Sight down my line. And apply. And there we go. That part's done. Let's see how it works. Everything's glued on, everything's cut. Gonna set it on this side. Square it up on the using the corner here. I square it up. Now I can just clamp it on this end. And with my 5/8 bushing in my router, 1, 2, 3 dovetails. Now I can just flip it, square it up on this opposite corner, clamp it at this end. 1, 2, and 3. Done. Jig of the day. If you like this video, please remember to hit the like button and think about subscribing. Check out the other jigs. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.